Which would you guess is which?
I would guess. Well, I guess it depends on which model of the Volvo, because Rebecca and Corinne both have models, but he has like this super model of the electric.
It's the, well, I'll make it easier. The Tesla motor is in that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is in virtually every Tesla.
Okay.
This feature.
Okay.
And this, whichever I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's the same in Volkswagen. So, sort of, it's an across the range electric motor. And there's that little difference in characteristic, and it would have been helpful actually if they quantified how much more of each, but they didn't. So
it's like when you're buying a motorcycle, you want to know how much torque it's got, if it's, you know what I mean.
But so which would you guess would the two brands would be which way?
Tesla, I would think has more oomph.
It's the opposite.
Really? Huh.
Volkswagen's, and they said that the manufacturing tolerance of the Volkswagen is much finer.
And it's in all the Volkswagens, not specifically like their sedan or their SUV.
They specifically did the motor in the Volkswagen ID, but they made it seem like it, in a different video, they showed how the Tesla motor fit almost every car. So,
and I'm sorry, they have Volvos, not Volkswagens. They have Volvos.
So they didn't test. I didn't see. But anyways, I had never seen anybody even think to do that.
Yeah.
So they were looking at a Chinese electric car and think that. They tore it down to the frame. They think that it exceeds the safety standards of anything.
Really?
I mean, almost to the point of overkill.
Whoa.
And, at the expense of extra weight.
Yeah.
So, they were very, I have to say, looking at them, they were very surprised to find that.
Yeah, really? Huh.
But
in a Chinese car.
Yeah, BYD. Which is basically.
Do you think you'll get an electric car for your next vehicle?
No.
No.
No, because with Tesla superchargers being set on fire and everything, I mean, it could be for electric cars.
Tesla in general. I would never buy a Tesla, but I mean like any other, like a Toyota. Or
the thing with Tesla is could be.
So I take 340 west.
No.
364.
364.
It
Okay.
will probably be the highway or the exit after.
It's the one right after all the fields.
Okay. Yes, Dana? It's an Amber Alert. That means a missing child. Or a missing child. Or a child has been taken. I think the Amber specifically means taken.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think
it even could be a parent.
Adam Alert is for a missing.
So like
if you're ever in a grocery store and you hear an Adam Alert, that means they close the doors and don't let anyone out until the child is found. And I only know that from working retail. Code Adam.
Well, I feel like battered spouses should get the same level of.
Oh, I know, right? No, they don't.
Well, so anyway,
that's interesting. Do you think you stick with Toyota?
Well, I was going to say the thing with Tesla. I mean, people are. I've they sold it with gasoline, but the density of the population in this country, if you consider the land mass and the population, you've got the density in California and some East Coast states to put in enough chargers. But I just don't see how anybody's going to have the money to put it like in Kansas or Wyoming.
But there'll be two exits to the right. You want to take the one to St. John's.
Okay.
So having an all-electric vehicle and having your home state have adequate coverage
Right.
for charging,
But not in
doesn't-
Podunk. Like Dell. Do you think
Yeah,
they're going to
yeah.
have a charging station in Dell or even Blyville?
well, I mean, how would it be economically viable? I mean, so, I've actually not heard anybody really talk about that. But, I mean, you'd have to have some really strong government support or subsidy, really,
Right.
to do that. And because if you were driving from California to New York, you'd probably have to go through Podunk
Right.
to get there, and that's big, and that would be exactly when you'd need the charger, and it wouldn't be there.
It wouldn't be there. Yeah, and there's no way to like portably charge.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder what that would look like. Do you just carry around this hunk of battery? It's a pretty big.
I mean, there could be, a technological breakthrough, at any moment, but.
Well, I just read an article yesterday. I'm trying to think of where, maybe it was in Denmark. Some kids came up with a fully efficient solar vehicle. And like,
Yeah, but what about cloudy days?
I don't know. But I just thought they did successfully come up with a way to have a completely like planet friendly.
Well, something that kind of, you see a lot of windmills in Europe,
There were so many like farms of them.
and they're all